Good afternoon, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. This is Rich again, back for your second video blog of the day for Saturday, January 10th, 2015, around 4:15 p.m. in Billerica, Massachusetts. Cold out, about 25 degrees. Here are some of the latest headlines. The Boston Bruins beat the Philadelphia Flyers by a score of 3-1, 3 games in a row by the Bruins that they won. The New York Knicks losing streak is now at 15 games. The UMass Lowell Riverhawks men's basketball team dropped to Albany, again to Albany, by the score of 64-51. And about 15 minutes before the Ravens-Patriots AFC divisional game on NBC at 4:35 at Gillette Stadium at Foxborough. And also beginning Friday, January 16th, the new digital network Decades, owned by CBS Television, will be soft launch on WBAY 2.3 in Green Bay, Wisconsin, and it's going to replace the Live Well network, which will be off the air this Thursday, and the full launch of the Decades Television Network, digital television network, will be launched on May 25th. Of this year, and it's going to be seen in Boston on WBZ 4.2. And that's about it on that. My next subject is about the former television station V66 in Boston. V66 in Boston was around for about 19 months in 1985-1986, and it played music videos. It was very popular and stuff for music fans in Boston. And it was one of the only over-the-air television stations in the country that played music videos. It tried to compete with MTV and VH1, but it didn't really succeed. It signed on the air as WVJV TV on February 12, 1985, and it was branded as the Beat of Boston. It was from Marlboro, Boston, but actually its studios were in Natick, Massachusetts. And the V66 carried a music video format similar to MTV and VH1, and it was co-owned by John Gababina and Ani Woo Ginsburg. And some of the VJs on V66 during the months they were on the air were David O'Leary, Anne O'Leary, Dale Dorman, your Uncle Dale, and John Garabina, among others. And V66 had very great cable coverage in Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and New Hampshire. They had a great cable coverage. In fact, V66, actually, many cable systems chose V66 to air instead of the VH1 network, which was launched that same year. And also, V66 was the first TV station in Boston to be broadcast in stereo, which was pretty good. And V66 played a lot of music videos like MTV and VH1, but they were the first place to have the music video Take On Me from and they also had the Patriots music video when they made Super Bowl in 1986, New England, the Patriots and Me. And they also had a kind of a Boston version of the music video, We Built This City by Starship, which was pretty good. And V66 was very popular with the music stores. They had so many promotions. There were V66 bumper stickers and V66 t-shirts and sweatshirts and hats. And it was a real popular station with the music fans and stuff like that. And the owners of V66 were hoping that the station would be very successful, because if it was, then they were going to launch V66 as a kind of a flagship station of an over-the-air music video television network, which they hoped it was very successful. Even though V66 had a lot of viewership and great ratings, the ad sales were not very impressive. They were losing a lot of money on ad sales because they were playing a lot of music videos throughout the day, and a lot of companies really wanted them to have more of a variety of shows, and like V66 added some other programming which was not music. Some of it was music related. I think they aired American Bandstand on ABC because WCVB Channel 5 never picked up American Bandstand at all. They aired that through ABC, and they actually had syndicated shows like the $100,000 Pyramid with Dick Clark and other programming, including some sport programming. But V66 advertisement was continuing to not do very good. The station was losing money hand over fist, and the owners decided to put it up for sale. And by the fall of 1986, V66 was sold to the Home Shopping Network, and the format was changed to All Home Shopping, and the call letters were changed to WSHSH, and they showed mostly the Home Shopping Network programs, and they had some like local programming in between the Home Shopping network. But it was like V66 was a great concept with over-the-air music video station in Boston. It was a great concept. It kind of maybe was a little bit of ahead of its time and stuff like that. And I think the owners were thinking real big, very big, to see if this was going to be very successful for an over-the-air music video network throughout the country. And in the mid-'80s, that might have been a great idea, but they would have had to probably have to add other programming and stuff, like maybe they would have had to have the original maybe sitcoms and soap operas, or maybe they could have done some reality shows back in the day, maybe predate MTV and VH1, beat them to the punch and become like maybe some music videos and some reality shows, because that's what MTV and VH1 are today. It's basically reality shows and stuff like that. They hardly play music videos on those networks anymore, even though they're geared to music and stuff like that. And I kind of liked V66. It was a pretty good thing. It was kind of ahead of its time. I wish it was more successful, because if it was, because still could have been around today. They made a couple of documentaries about V66, and I think some of it's pretty good. I haven't checked it out, but I will. And that's about it on that. I'll be back later. Facebook friends, YouTube followers, and now Twitter followers on my third and final video blog of the night, which will be about Bill Walton, and only 2 more days to my reveal start of the first 13 WWE Royal Rumbles. And don't forget, I'm going to be talking sooner and later about like video blogs devoted to Julie Broughton and Heidi Pratt, 2 cute blondes with nice legs. See you later.